rest of our day. So once again, a very warm welcome to everybody in the session. Katie, I remember from the morning session you mentioned that we should slow down a little to make it easier to understand if English is not your first language. So I'm going to try and do that as well. And and do let me know, however, everybody in the session, please do let me know if I end up speaking too fast and you are not able to follow what I am saying, right? So thank you very much for taking the time out to join this session, and a very warm welcome once again to everybody. All right. So today's topic, friends, is to be connected. How do we stay connected using meditation? Now, connected to what? Connected to what, right? So connected to your uh, my video is off. Okay, hold on. For some reason, I have not switched on my video. Let me see. Oh, okay, there you go. Should be able to see now. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So, connected to what, right? Connected to the collective consciousness, we can say, or just the larger forces of spirituality, we can say that. And the portal or the gate through which we are connected is the seventh chakra or energy center in our body. So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but before that, let me ask everyone, please drop it on the chat window, what location you are joining in. Thank you, Ashrit, for letting us know you are joining in from Florida. Thank you very much. For the rest of everyone else in the session, please do let me know where you are joining from. And also, if it's your first time, please do let me know, because sometimes we tend to assume that you may have heard certain terminology before, right? So do let me know if this is your first time to attend one of these Sahaja Yoga uh, meditation sessions, right? Good. So thank you so much. Thank you, Senthil, for joining us for the first time. So I'm going to take a little bit more time to explain a few things about the mechanism on which this meditation works, right? So thank you for letting me know. BSTSAC, I am not sure what that stands for, but thank you very much for joining us today, right? So let's get going with this. One of the first things is to check in. Please do complete the check-in process on meditateanytime.com. On meditate.com. So do check in there. Thank you, Meeta, for your question. I'm going to let our admin respond to that on the chat window, right? And so complete your check-in procedure wherever on meditateanytime.com. And then once you have attended any 7 sessions, then we issue a certificate to you. Just a little bit about me, been about 11 years here in Dallas, practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation for more than 35 years now. And teaching it for about 25, 30 years on and off. Home here is in Frisco, Texas. And how has meditation helped me is basically by giving me a higher consciousness, if you will, awareness about the spiritual energy around us, right? So it is been a beautiful journey, and as you know, this is a completely free session. No one charges anything. It's a question of paying it forward. someone long time ago took the trouble to explain this technique of meditation to me, and all that we are doing is a volunteer effort to pass it on to other people, right? So that's what we're doing. This is the founder of this technique of meditation. The picture that you see on your screen, her name is Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, and she started this technique in the month of May back in 1970, right? So 52 odd years, practiced in more than 120 plus countries, and completely volunteer driven effort, right? So that's what Sahaja Yoga meditation is. So what are the basics here? There is a mechanism within us, right? I'm going to keep it very simple and just give you the basics. There is obviously a lot more information to absorb and digest, but the fundamentals are these. There are 7 energy centers that exist in our body, right? And then there are 3 channels of energy and in our body as well. And then there is a spiritual energy, also called as the Kundalini within us, right? So that is this Kundalini energy. Let me see if I have a chart for that. There you go. This Kundalini energy resides normally in the triangular bone at the base of our spine. So where our spine ends, at the base of that spine, there is a triangular bone, and that is where this energy normally resides, right? And when we meditate, and whichever technique of meditation you follow, the basic principle is the same. It is to awaken this energy, right? Let me see if I can use my mouse to show it to you. So awaken this energy, make it pass through these energy centers, these chakras, and then eventually get connected to the all-pervading power of the divine, right? So so that's how you get connected. This is the portal. This is the chakra we are going to talk about today, right? And obviously there are other chakras and there are other sessions when we will talk about those. But today we are going to focus on this one here. There are 3 channels, as I said. There is the center channel, which runs along your spine. And then there is one channel on the left of your body and one channel on the right, right? Each of these obviously have some significance to them, and they have all got a role to play in our spiritual journey, right? Everyone with me so far? Any questions? Does anyone have any questions at all? All right. If not, then let's keep going here. What is the experience of being connected, right? It's an experience of joy. It is an experience of being very engrossed in an activity or a hobby, but at the same time, you are also connected to the universe around you, right? So I could be going about my day-to-day job, going about my day-to-day work, and at the same time, you could be connected to the spiritual energy around you, right? There are a couple of examples of this, right? If you think about, well, which example should I give? If you think about a mother, right? And it's a small baby, a mother with a small baby. The baby is probably sleeping in its crib or somewhere. And the mother is going about her day-to-day work, maybe probably office work, or maybe she's cooking some food for the family, or maybe she is, doing something around the house. So yes, you are doing some work, you're doing your office work or whatever, but the attention, a part of the attention is always on the baby. And if the baby even wakes up, even if the mother cannot hear, very often she can sense what's going on with the baby. Right? So your attention is on one thing, you're doing your day-to-day stuff, but part of it is always focused on that baby. Something similar for the rest of us as well. When you're going about your day-to-day job, you're going about your day-to-day activities, part of your attention should stay connected to your Kundalini, to your energy, right? So that is the experience of being connected, right? It works on the seventh chakra, which is at the top of your head, right? It keeps you connected with the spiritual world, makes you self-aware. It tells you what you are doing right, what you could do better. It suggests things to you. And overall, there is a sense of peace and calm about you. Once you are connected, once your energy comes out from the top of your head and connects to the all pervading power of the divine, there is an innate sense of peace that spreads around you, right? And makes you more self-aware. I mean, no one is perfect here. We all are human beings. We tend to make mistakes. We don't always do everything right, isn't it? That's part of being a human being. And then this energy has the ability to kind of make you aware or do your course correction, if you will, right? An idea will pop into your head saying, hey, maybe I'm not doing the right thing here, or maybe I am doing the right thing here, right? So different things like that. It helps you improve. It helps you get better along your spiritual journey, right? Everyone with me so far? Yeah, good. So what comes in the way, right? I mean, it is a beautiful state that I've described to you. Can you imagine yourself meeting friends, meeting family, interacting with your family, meeting with your office colleagues, doing your day-to-day work, but at the same time, there is an innate sense of peace within yourself, right? What could come in between this? What would hamper your progress along this, right? Mindful of thoughts. You have all kinds of thoughts constantly bombarding you. It would be amazing if I could just be thoughtless for a while. So I'm aware, I'm not sleeping, I'm walking around, I'm doing stuff, I'm working and everything, but there are no thoughts in my mind. That would be a beautiful state of mind to have, right? Isn't it? I mean, think about it. When I think about the past, it tends to give me a guilt feeling because, oh, maybe I should have done things differently. I shouldn't have done it this way. I made a mistake or whatever. It ends up giving you a little bit of guilt. If you think about the future, there are a lot of worries. There is a lot of, worrying about the future. What's going to happen? Will I lose my job? Will I be able to, do X, Y, Z different things? Thinking about the past or worrying about the future, both of them give us stress. But if we somehow manage to stay in the present, then we do not have any thoughts. That is the first milestone we try and reach when we meditate, is how to become thoughtless. And thoughtless does not mean asleep or any of that, right? That's what we try and do. So having thoughts, constantly planning, constantly, I mean, don't get me wrong, some amount of planning is needed, but not more than necessary, right? Don't over plan anything, generally get done with it. Reacting to people, seeking attention from people, or looking for material pursuits to a very large extent, or unnatural amount of material pleasures. These are some of the things that come in the way of you experiencing this peace and calm that I was talking about, right? So how do we activate this chakra? What do we do to activate this chakra? Right? The idea is everything works around your attention, right? So there are two stages here, right? If you close your eyes and if you are able to focus your attention on the top of your head, that energizes this particular chakra, that energizes this center of energy, right? And it really is as simple as that. But it also is difficult because it's very difficult to control your attention. It jumps from one thing to the other, to the third, to the fourth, to the fifth. And all of this happens sometimes in less than a second, right? But guess what? Like everything else in life, practice makes you perfect, right? So as long as you keep doing it, as long as you keep practicing, trying to keep your attention here with your eyes closed, that would be very, very nice thing to do. Second stage is to be able to hold your attention on the top of your head with your eyes open as you go about your day-to-day life, right? If you are somehow able to do that, then, and it takes practice, friends. I will not sugarcoat it. It does take a little bit of time. It does take a little bit of practice. But guess what? Affirmations work, right? So if you pray to your mother energy, this spiritual energy that I spoke about, let me show it to you on the screen again. Let me take it back. There you go. If you, she's like your spiritual energy. This Kundalini is like your spiritual mother. You ask her, well, in your day-to-day life, if you're a small boy or a small girl, and you feel hungry, what do? Right? You go and tell your mother or your father or your mother typically, right? You'll go and say, Mom, I'm hungry. In this case, you want something in the spiritual domain. So you go to your spiritual mother and ask her, Mother Energy, please give me my self-realization. Or Mother Energy, please establish me in a state of thoughtless meditation. It's as simple as that. Sure, sometimes the results don't come immediately. They take a little bit of time, but the results will be there. Right? So that's how we will we can activate this chakra, if you will. It's as simple as that, but it's also difficult because holding your attention peacefully in one place is a little tricky thing to do. Okay. I'm going to pause here one more time, see if anyone has any questions again. Okay. I'm not seeing anything on the chat, so I'm going to keep going here and I'm going to rely on all of you to let me know if you have any questions. So now, look, friends, we can keep talking about all of this as much as we want, but at the end of the day, it's the experience that matters, right? It is the experience that matters. And therefore, that's what we're going to do. We are going to try and meditate and see if we can somehow get our attention to stay focused on the top of our head here. Okay. There normally are about 10-12 steps, but we are going to see how it goes and probably cut out a few of those. Keep it a little simple to the extent possible. Okay. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Once in a while, you can, for a brief second or two, open your eyes and see the screen if you're not able to understand where I want you to place your hand. Okay. But other than that, by and large, keep your eyes closed. Sit in a very, very relaxed position. You don't want to be physically uncomfortable. Holding your attention or focusing your attention, is difficult as it is, you don't want your attention to be distracted because your leg is hurting or your hand is uncomfortable or you're sitting in an uncomfortable position. Right? We don't want that. We want to be as comfortable as possible. Close your eyes and slowly relax your body. Keep both your hands in your lap or on the table in front of you with the palms facing upward. Palms facing upward. Place both your hands on the table if you're sitting in a chair, or if you don't have a table or you're sitting on the floor, place it on your lap. Right? Either one works. There are no conditions here. You can place it in your lap with the palms facing upwards and very, very relaxed. There is a lot of tension that builds up in our muscles throughout the day, right? So we need to make an effort to kind of relax our body and sit very peacefully so that the spiritual energy can continue its work. All right. And now we are going to start saying some affirmations. I will guide you what those are. Just follow my voice. Once in a while, if you want to briefly, very briefly open your eyes and look at the screen, you can do that. Right? So place your hand on your heart. Place your right hand on your heart. The heart is on the left side. And your left hand should be in your lap with the palm facing upward. Your left hand in your lap or on the table, palm facing upwards, and your right hand on your heart. And you ask, you request the spiritual energy and say, I want to be connected to my spirit, to my soul. I want to fill my heart with love, compassion, and joy. Right? You don't have to say it out loud. Just say it to yourself, saying, Mother Energy, please connect me with my soul. Please connect me to my spirit. Next, we place our right hand to the left of our belly button, and here we express a desire. Say, I want a positive change. I want to feel satisfied and content. Remember, you're saying all of this to your spiritual mother. Say, Mother, please let me experience peace within me. Say this a few times. Mother Energy, please let me experience peace within me. This power of desire is what separates the human beings from the rest of the living world, right? An animal does not have a choice. It is governed by the laws of nature. Human beings are the only ones who can choose, who have a power of desire. So I can ask for it. I can want something. And in this case, I am asking for peace within me. Next, place your right hand on your lower abdomen on the left hand side of your body. Your left hand continues to be in your lap. And you say, Mother, please soothe my attention. Mother Energy, please remove all negative thoughts and ideas from my attention. Keep your eyes closed. Try to keep your attention where your hand is, which is the lower part of your abdomen on the left-hand side of your body. Mother Energy, please soothe my attention. Please calm down my attention. Now we place our hand back on our heart. And we will say the affirmation, Mother Energy, I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am my soul. Soul is the purest form of existence that you have. And you say this affirmation. You affirm to your Mother Energy, saying, Mother Energy, I am my spirit. Say this affirmation about 12 times. You don't have to count. An approximate 12 times. Please say this affirmation, Mother Energy, I am my spirit. Next, we place our hand at the back of our neck. And here we see the affirmation, I am not guilty. Mother energy, I am not guilty. Mother energy, I am not guilty. Please say this affirmation about 16 times. Mother energy, I am not guilty. If you are the soul, if you are the purest form of being, then there is no reason for you to feel guilty about anything, right? Don't start mentally listing all the things you should feel guilty for. Please do not do that. It's an affirmation. It's a thing to just say it. Don't overthink it. Just say, Mother Energy, I am not guilty. Left hand continues to be in your lap or on the table in front of you, palm facing upwards, right hand at the back of the neck, your body very relaxed. And say the affirmation, Mother Energy, I am not guilty. Next, we place our hand on our forehead. Press it on the sides if you can. And we say the affirmation, Mother Energy, I let go and I forgive. I forgive everyone, including myself. Don't start making a list of people you're trying to forgive. Just in one single affirmation, just forgive everyone. Mother Energy, I forgive everyone, including myself. Now place your hand at the back of your head. You can rest your head on the palm of your right hand. And you ask for forgiveness. Mother Energy, please forgive me. Please forgive me. It's like a prayer. It's like an affirmation. You say it without overthinking it. Now place your hand on the top of your head. Stretch your fingers backwards. Place your so that the palm exerts some pressure on your head, right? Top of your head. Raise your palm. Stretch your fingers backwards. And here you ask for self-realization. Mother Energy, please give me my self-realization. You can massage your scalp a little bit in a clockwise direction. So without lifting your hand, move it from the left, front, right, back, left, front, right, back. And 7 times you will say the affirmation, Mother Energy, please give me my self-realization. Please give me my self-realization. Please me in a state of thoughtless awareness. Mother Energy, please establish me in a state of thoughtless meditation. Keep your eyes closed. Bring your right hand back in your lap, keep your eyes closed, and see if your attention can stay up there on the top of your head. You may now open your eyes. Let us now listen to a small snippet from the founder of this technique of meditation, from Srimataji Nirmala Devi. It is about this same topic, about being connected, right? It's a short 3-minute clip. Let's listen to that as to what she has said about this particular topic, okay? Keep your hands on your lap or on the table, palms facing upwards as you listen to this clip, okay? Try not to overthink anything. Just listen to what she has to say.
How carefully, beautifully God has created us. We never even felt the pinch. We became human beings. How did we manage to become human beings? We never even think about it, take it for granted. But what must be the tremendous force that has created you into a human? That's how we come to logical conclusion to understand that in evolution you have to ascend into your awareness and you develop a new awareness. This happens when this Brahmarandra opens out and the Sahasrara, which is the limbic area, completely opens and allows the Kundalini to come out. Now somebody asked me one more question, that why this happening is needed? Why not God created us just like this? And why is it necessary for Kundalini to be awakened? The reason is the human attention. First of all, you have to evolve. Slowly, slowly, slowly. When you evolve from amoeba to this stage, from carbon to amoeba to this stage, we have got within ourselves. They haven't brought the chart, but you have got it in the book. Different centers which denote our milestones along our progress. The last is now the Sahasrara. At this point, the human beings have got all other centers properly developed. Even the Sahasrara is developed. And what you have to do is to just make the connection with the divine. Now the connecting line also is there. The Kundalini in 3.5 coil settle in the triangular bone. This connection has to be brought out of your head, which breaks through, and you start feeling this new awareness of collective consciousness. This is how the process takes place. It's a very simple process of just like sprouting the seed. But as you cannot sprout a seed by just dancing about it or singing about it or reading books about it, it has to go to the Mother Earth. In the same way, somebody who has the capacity, who has that love, who has that understanding of the Kundalini has to do the job. And once it is done, it's like one light enlightens another light. The another light has to steady itself first of all, know how to enlighten another light, and start doing it. That's how the work is going to move in the new direction of new awareness, which we call as Chaitanyamaya, Chaitana, or enlightened awareness, or vibratory awareness. So these vibrations start flowing through you. Now what is that? You can feel it above, you can feel it round, which you have never felt before. Now this is the collective consciousness into which you have jumped. Your awareness, your being has jumped into a new awareness. This has to happen to most of the human beings. Just like it has happened to fishes, it has happened to turtles, it has happened to pigs. In the same way, this has to happen to the most of the human beings.
So I hope all of you enjoyed that short clip from the founder. Just a quick reminder about what next, right? Meditate every day. Meditate every day. It's important to take those 10-15 minutes for yourself. And every day in the morning, preferably in the evening as well, just before you go to bed, please meditate for 15-20 minutes at least, right? Shut your eyes gently, place your hands in your lap, palm facing upwards, and try to hold your attention on the top of your head. It's that simple. Where it gets tricky is when the attention starts jumping in all kinds of directions, right? But over time, with practice, you will get it. If there are too many thoughts, just say a few times. Just say an affirmation a few times, saying, I let go and I forgive. Or, Mother Energy, please give me my self-realization. All right, friends, do check in. Do not forget to check in. There are a few links in the chat window which will help speed up your progress. And please do download those documents, and you can then continue this meditation. All right. Thank you very much for your time today. I hope it was useful. It was beneficial to all of you. I hope it was all of you were able to feel some amount of peace, some amount of calm, some de-stressing within yourself, right? Thank you, Ashrit.